Hey everybody, well it finally happened. Those two have finally merged. God only knows what that new paint scheme is going to look like, but it's not going to be any better than that. Holy cow. We'll see what happens. So, I've been getting a lot of emails and text messages. When are you going to do an update due to the new merger? Well, there's not much more that I can do than that right there until the new locomotives come out. But that will always be my favorite paint scheme right there. Always. God help us if they paint over that. So, anyways, welcome to the Canadian Pacific, Kansas City Southern, Union Pacific N-scale layout. Here is an update. I've been putting in the last 4 of my tortoises on this end of the yard. I think the last time I told you guys I was working on this end of the yard because I had finished that end of the yard. Well, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Let's go down here and see what it looks like. More tortoises, the last 4 tortoises that I had to put in. And the last crossover right there. That is from the intermodal yard, and that is right there. So a lot of reasons I put them in is because with the new track signals going in, and here's one of them. And then here's another. Sorry for the fingers. And with these lights up, and with a bunch of other lights going up, I've had people doing this, reaching over to the ground throws, and it makes me a little nervous. So, and with the tortoises, it's easier to wire your track signals. As far as the track signals go, I've been getting a lot of messages like, Gary, when are you going to wire those? When are you going to wire those? What system are you using? So after a lot of research and talking to different people, I have decided to go with the SE74 system along with the JMRI computer system. And that laptop will sit right here where this light is once it's programmed. I will do a series on the signals as I do them, but what you need to do is with the SE74 that controls 16 heads, you have to draw a rough draft and then put it on graph paper, and you have to number every head. So I'm doing that section from over here. There will be a bridge light up and over here with 3 lights here and 2 lights there. And then there's another one right here I'm putting up right now. I'm just waiting for that glue to dry. There's another one. And then I have this one. Sorry for the helicopter ride. This one. And then I have another one going up right here. Up and over. And that will be my 16 heads. And that will be my group 1. And I will probably be putting the SE74 right up under here somewhere to run wires to all those signals. And then you have to run wires from the SE74 to your laptop and etc. So I'll do a whole series on that. It's not going to be done fast. It's quite the job, especially as many signals as I'm going to have on the layout. And that is not counting all the signals, which is being worked out right now for that nightmare. So, yeah, fun stuff. I do have little single signals in different spots, but that will be on a different SE74. So that's just a little teaser. I've been a lot of questions. People ask me, when are you going to start? When are you going to do? What system are you going to use? And that's what I have decided. So anyhow, this end of the yard is pretty much done. There's a little bit more stuff that needs to go down. There's more fueling racks. There's sandboxes that need to go in here. Obviously locomotives. They're all down there. Still deciding how I want to put these shops. I wanted to thank Jake. Let me see his last name. Jake Maurice. I hope I said that right, Jake. He said that he really enjoyed how I have my shops and how I got those decals. I think one of these shops is going to have to come out a little bit because it just looks a little crowded. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it, but he really liked it, and Vinny did that for me. Speaking of Vinny, I don't know if you guys subscribe to him, but he's working on my fire station, and that fire station goes right here where you see that white pad. Now when you look at his videos, that model of his looks way bigger than that, but that is the actual size of the model. So I do have to keep a little road open, service road for KCS to service the signal if they need to. So this little area right in here will be a road. And I also have a viewer. What was his name? I have his name down here. Vic Garos. He said, hey, if you put a fire station there, are you going to put a traffic light here? Man, tell about people looking at details on your layout, because this is all just stop signs. I never really thought about putting a working traffic light there, but we'll see, Vic. We'll see how it all plays out. I know this is going to have to change a little bit by putting the station in here, but once I get the station, you know, we'll figure it out. We might have to put maybe a fire crossing signal right here or something. I don't know about putting traffic lights there, but that could be. I'm having problems enough with these Woodland Scenic lights. They look great, but what a pain in the butt to put in. Those little wires are not even necessary. A 44 gauge wire, they could have done a lot better. It's so cheesy, it breaks off so easy. But they look good. The goose lights are the hardest, but these pole lights are outstanding. I'm going to put those all over my intermodal yard. I'm going to put one of those right here on this corner, probably somewhere in here for the fire station. And I have an American flag, maybe a little bit of landscaping right in there. I don't know. But thanks, Vic. I'll look into that. Could be. I got to hook up track signals, and these crossing gates are my #1 priority for this summer, but I will definitely look into it. I haven't really found anybody that has really good traffic signals, so we'll see. And let's see. Oh, over here, I think I finally decided where I'm going to put my coal. I'm going to put one track into the cement plant. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet. I'm looking at different ways. I didn't really want to tear into the main, but I might have to. I was going to put 2 tracks, but it's just too crowded. I just want to be able to run my coal trains, maybe have them come down the main, pick up the empties and drop off the loads. So I know a lot of cement plants in California, one down in LA and one up here in Redding, that the cement plants get coal cars, and the one up here gets about 40 a month. So it's doable, and then I'd have to figure out how to do some piping on unloading and put it over to there. But I think that's the way I'm going to go. I'm not going to change the whole backdrop and put something up in the air and do all that. I'm just afraid that backdrop's going to crack, and then I'm going to be in a world of hurt because there is just no way to fix that backdrop. So that's what I've decided on that. And haze is all done. Just needs lights from Woodland Scenics. The ethanol plant is done. It looks good with all these lights. I'm probably going to add a couple more of these goose lights. One here, and maybe another one of those pole lights over in here somewhere. But that's it. I got this new propane unloader right there from my buddy. It was moving from Reading to Roseville, and he had that hanging out someplace, so I grabbed it. So, looks outstanding. So, that's pretty much it. Nothing major going on. Just getting these track lights up. Got the power up there for the rock train. Just a couple old SD70Ms pulling rock. So, anyhow, so with the merger, of course, comes orders for Canadian Pacific Power. So they are on order. I have one on order from Trains, and I might be grabbing one from Cato. So, not too impressed with the Trains paint schemes. Ever since they took Lifelike over, I don't really think they look all that great. Cato by far looks a lot better. So, but we'll see. I want to get some sound decoders, and I heard Train's sound decoders are pretty much top of the line, so we'll see what happens. Anyhow, I want to give a shout out for Al for helping me wire all these Tortoises. I have a metal plate in my neck, so it's pretty hard for me to get up underneath the layout and turn sideways and up and down, so he always helps me. I really appreciate it. And thanks to Ron, Travis, and Steve for giving me their inputs on different things, and talking to Steve a lot about the signal system. And it's always good to have a young son, 22, who's a computer whiz, is really going to help out. All right, you guys, that's it for now. As soon as I can get down to Roseville and pick up my order from Digitrax on my SE74 and a couple more signals to show up, we'll start doing that series. All right, I'm out.